simulation was quite unique. Most of our simulations at Mitvim deal with preparing for a potential crisis or development, and this was an exercise in hope. I mean, we actually simulated a situation where we have the right conditions after the end of the war, US involvement, and we are dealing with the challenge of creating a humanitarian strategy in an international community, an international a summit basically that deals with this specific issue.
It's very challenging to think on the future and how we'll behave in the future when we're still in a war, and yet it is super critical to deal with those issues. And a meaningful insight that I had that we have personal and national shifting to do in order to reach to the point where we can be in this kind of discussion that will have fruits. A question that I had is, what do we need to do now in the present to be more prepared to this moment? Also mentally, emotionally, but also professionally.
The strength, the beauty of the simulation is to get so many different people with different views in one room.
Some of the ideas and interests and the pooling back and forth of forces, very strong forces and very strong needs, is huge. And it's an important time to sit together and to realize everything. Some of the people who are in this conversation are going to actually hopefully represent Israel in future conversation. It's important for them to be knowledgeable about the entire picture and not only their small prism.
And I think, the greatest takeaway, the most important takeaway for me was actually on the positive side. That, despite the terrible situation we're in, the understanding that on these issues of water, energy, climate, we can't disengage. We can't think that we can wait until another time for these issues to be solved. That these issues require solutions now, that the status quo comes with tremendous loss to all sides, and therefore a solution is urgent.
There's a major necessity and an opportunity when it comes to strategic humanitarian strategy, basically. We speak a lot at Mitvim about evolving peace or emerging peace, about using the power of practice of necessity. I think that the issue of humanitarian strategy is one of those unique opportunities. It's a place where international actors are already involved. They tend to shove aside certain political limitations in order to deal with an evolving, humongous crisis, basically, a large-scale, unprecedented crisis. But there's also a condition here. I think that we learned today during the simulation that there's there's quite a limitation on our ability to use humanitarian strategy as a tool to build or create new political coalitions unless it's part of a broader political plan, unless it's part of a discussion about the return of the PA to Gaza or some kind of political horizon. Only if you present those options, you can actually harness the support of regional actors, which is so crucial, of the Saudis, of the Emirates. I think it's crucial for them because of political issues, and also to make sure that their investment, those large-scale investment in infrastructure, would actually, will be sustainable, and they will have some kind of level of resilience in the future and will not be destroyed in the future in another round of escalation, basically.